Hello guys, and welcome to the channel. I hope that you're good, hoping that you're doing great. Today, we're gonna talk about Coach Mlungis, Coach Rolani Mokwena. Costa. Welcome, Costa. How is it?
Member, greetings to yourself. Greetings to all soccer loving fans. I'm well, member. No complaints on my side. I'm well. How are you on your end?
I'm doing. I'm looking at a report here coming from
Yeah.
Isokala Duma, but Nabo they referenced 365 scores. According to 365 scores, they're saying that the club president, the withered president, obviously, who Hicham Ait Mena, they're saying that he has secured a $4 million, which is 69.6 or 70 million rands for the club to utilize during the upcoming transfer window. The same report claims that some of the funds will be used to settle outstanding dues owed to some of its former players, so they are not prevented from signing players come the start of next. You remember that that was banned
Yeah.
and they could not
Yes.
register player. So what's your take, member? Because we've seen Rulani, he's already taken over, and I don't know what exactly. I think he started slow, to be honest. Rulani Mazio Mina, out of 9 games, he would not have 14 points. 9 points,
Yeah.
9 games, you have to have like what, 27 points,
That's
right?
like 27. Yeah.
Hey, but he's having 14. So he has won 4 in the league, he has drawn 2, he has lost 3, and he has scored 11 goals, but considered 9. That's a problem, right? 9 goals considered. What's your take, Kusta, on that report that says that close to 60, like it's 69.6, so 70 million rands will be,
Yeah.
for transfers again. In the January transfer window, they're going to be signing again. After, obviously, they minus the one of some of the debts that they have, obviously.
Mm.
But still, they signed a lot of players. What's your take, Kusta, for Rulani?
Member,
Is it good?
member, it's shocking, member. It's someone else might say it's a good thing because he has backing of the hierarchy of Wydad. However, someone else like me, according to me, it's shocking because now you've got um you just bought like 11, 12 players just 6 months. It's not even 6 months ago, actually. It's less than 6 months ago.
Ah.
And already you are coughing up another money to secure signings. You understand? So is it a question of maybe they have signed mediocre players? Or is it a question that there's players that they have signed they don't suit the style? But remember, it obviously from that money they're still going to get a lot of players because in Africa, I think if you have an expensive player in Africa, probably it would be like 18, 19 million for only one player. So, yeah, remember, it's interesting to see. Let's hope that they're going to be patient with him. As you have mentioned the stats, I think it's not a good reading for him. Yeah, but we shall see, member. But yeah, maybe it's going to work well for him if he gets two or three players, to bring in into that quality that he has there.
Let's hope it's gonna work out for him because I know for a fact, Uti, I hope they're gonna be patient. And do you think there's a difference, Kusta, in the president being patient with you, like the whole management and stuff, but the fans, on
Mhm.
the other hand, contradicting that? Like they want results, they start to,
Mm.
when Widat loses, they always go to social media, they write those bad messages, and we can say that maybe Ivan Koza is, for example, is so patient and believes in Jose Rivero, but the results are not coming right so far, and the
Mhm.
fans, on the other hand, they want him gone. What would like? Do you think they can push the hand of them? Like, what do you think happens in that kind of a situation, man? Because the fans, they love Rulani when he wins, but when he loses, we see all these things being said on social media.
Yeah, remember, I think fans, especially for big teams, they've got a huge influence in whether the coach stays or is given a chance or or he goes. So I think if the Wydad fans they become unruly like they would normally do. We know like North African fans can be unruly in a dangerous way as well, member. So if ever it gets to that, I think it's going to force the hand of the hierarchy of Wydad. However, um if ever if Rulani buys himself time. Remember, coaches, they are able to buy themselves time. In a sense that you become adaptable. You change how you do things, and do not be steadfast on what you believe in up until it works. Because sometimes it can take up more than 10 games for you to get what you want out of the player. So if he just keeps on twerking what he does, and then they, because remember our fans sometimes, they, if they can see what you are trying to do, I promise you they'll be patient with you. But if they can't, and you keep on doing the same thing over and over again, and they keep on telling you that this thing is not working, then they will be incensed, and then you will see them acting on the stands.
I because it has been bad closed down. Social media, remember? I remember. There was a day when I was going through those comments, they are so bad, you know. And then when he wins, they're happy. And yeah, man, we that is a big team. I'm a fans vele. Sometimes I understand, you know, ukuthi kumele abe
Yeah,
patient. Yabona. Banana,
yeah,
for example, I'm friends with Chiefs, I'm sorry, but now I think they must be patient and understand that it's a new coach. They're bringing in some new players, and then it's not enough. Even we have seen already that it's not enough. They'll have to bring in more. Yeah, so I think
yeah.
they must get that understanding. But as Roland Mukona is concerned, membership, what do you think the
Mhm.
objective is, man, from me with that? Because manje already siyambona ukuthi udropa ama-point amaningi out of 27 potentially.
Mhm.
He only got 14, right? Already.
Yeah.
That is not a good start for him, if we must be honest. RS Bekane is number one with 20 points. AS Farabat, who won they won the league. No, it was Raja Casablanca that won the league.
That's right.
Sorry. Yes. Is number two with 16 points, you know. And then you have Masfest, you have UTS, and then you have Widad. But it's not bad. They're not far off because number one has 20 points and then Rulani has 14. But do you think that
Yeah.
if Rulani was to, do you think the mandate is for him to win the league, or to at least be in the top two to go back to Champions League? What do you think? Do you think if it does not finish in the top two or even in number one, I think that answer will depend on how you answer the first one. Is the mandate to win the league, or maybe even if you qualify for the Champions League, is still okay. But what happens if you don't even finish in that top two, and then maybe you go to CAF Confed, or you finish in that number five position? Okay? Do you think he stays?
Remember, I think firstly, if you are going to be a coach of a big club, a club that has a footprint,
And he did say
that
that he wants the league. Sorry, he did say that he's here for the league.
yeah. So if you are coaching a team like Wydad, member, that's a big club in Africa, not just in Morocco. So obviously winning the league, it comes. I don't think that one it should be up for debate. Probably what could be discussed, it would be the CAF Champions League. You know, obviously they would want to find themselves in there. So by virtue of winning the league, then it presents them that opportunity. So I think I think remember he definitely has to win the league. Yes, he's not far off having you mentioned number one, Pekane being 6 points,
6 points, yeah.
you know, yeah, ahead of them. But at the same breath, Iwaidat, remember, always you know, led in that. Okay, not always, but most of the time they led in that league. So obviously, where they are right now, it's not a familiar position that they are used to. So Urulani, member, unfortunately, he will have to up his game. You know, he will have to try and speed up the process of getting these players to understand what he's trying to do and get the results at the same time, because the fans are going to turn on him. Once the fans turn on him, they're going to start making the hierarchy of Wydad not to feel
Yeah.
comfortable. And when that happens, their hand will be pushed to, you know, to fire him, or, you know, suspend him, because this club sometimes they suspend you and then get someone new. Once you are forgotten, then the next thing we are told that you've resigned. So yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Costa. Thank you, everyone that was watching. Rulan Mukwena, it didn't really start so bad. Not a bad start considering what we went through in terms of the table, but it's also not good, right? Let's hope that he's gonna go forward, win the games, and win the league, because that's the mandate. He has to make sure that he wins the league, and Wydad is not playing the Champions League. That's a team that should be frequent. all the time. So that's what he must achieve. I hope that he's going to be able to achieve all of that. And I hope he's going to have the backing from the fans.